All right, guys, welcome back to the channel, Paladin Piper. Tonight, this evening, I should say, on a cold evening, we are doing Cornel and Diehl's Joie de Vivre. I think that's how you pronounce it anyway. So, this is the magnificent ability to see the joy in everything, is the Joie de Vivre, and the very embodiment of the festive spirit of New Orleans. So if any of you guys are down in New Orleans, you can tell me how to pronounce that and what that is. This is the inspiration of a singular, eminently cellar-worthy blend. A foundation of fragrant Latakia, sweet red Virginia, is joined by equal amounts of Perique and Caterini Turkish to enhance the complexity, and then finished with a dash of unsweetened black Cavendish for extra smoothness. Estimated peak is 8 to 12 years. Well, this is going to be 3 years, so it's bulging. Here we go. So I have to say, I know I mentioned this in some of my other C&D reviews, and I get a little hair up my butt occasionally, and I order these C&D blends. Look at all these pucks in here, guys. Okay, it is a cake. Let's see if we can, there we go. Pardon me. Well, one cake and a little bitty piece. So we are going to take this, and the pipe we are going to have it in tonight is none other than the Medico Church Warden. I don't break this guy out enough, but it being that it's getting close to Christmas and the holidays in general, this is definitely one that I just like around the holiday season. It reminds me of Santa Claus. So it's also kind of a, typically has become my Star of the East Flake pipe, but I do have other things in it from time to time. So got her packed up there. I'm going to tear these pucks off real quick here. One puck. Two puck. Pucks out. All right. Get this guy lit up and we'll see what we taste. Up front is that red Virginia tang, followed by a very sweet, smoky note from the Latakia. Oh, some spice from Perique. Woo! Got a little musty there. Sweet and sour kind of thing. The bougie water has definitely helped me reduce my sodas. And I've noticed it is a very good palate cleanser between trying new blends. So musty sour, that red Virginia tang, spice. There was just a sweetness right in that initial puff that was really nice, but then it's faded now. I do see why they say this would age well. And my other problem, I guess, a little bit of that floral kind of drying of the Orientals that I get. One of the things I with C&D that I don't like is a lot of their stuff is green. They pick it very, very young and get it out there, and that's great, but they kind of are meaning for you to age it. And which is fine. But sometimes you want to try it now. So, okay. So that was, again, just kind of an Oriental show. Hang with me, and we'll be back at the final third. Don't go anywhere. Down to the final third. So, just like the professor, the Latakia kind of dissipates. There's always a smoky character with this, but it's definitely not a Latakia bomb, and it's not one that is that where the Latakia makes itself known. I think it's used there more to round out things and kind of give it some body. For me, it was mostly Red Virginia, the Red Virginia show, with Perique kind of punching hard in the beginning. And then Perique went and sat in the back of the bus. Red Virginia kind of sat in the middle of the bus. And really the Orientals once again started driving. And definitely get that drying effect from the Orientals. Every puff up until just this last third, you could taste a little bit of all of the components if you kind of hone in on them. I don't taste any of the Black Cavendish. I mean, I guess that first little initial sweetness was the Black Cavendish, most likely, maybe a little bit of the Latakia, but yeah, it's not very melded, you know? And it's kind of all an Oriental show again at the end here. Let me hit her one more time. And now it's kind of gotten just that Oriental funk. And which is not always bad, but sometimes it's bad. Because it doesn't always go with the other components. And I don't feel like the Orientals are playing well with these other components. It's just my opinion. It's like a butt. Everybody's got one. There's not much left. Yeah. So for that reason, I'm going to actually agree with them. And I don't want to give up on this because I did like that first third. The second third, everything just got muted, and now the final third just Orientals. But I think it's going to be better with a lot better age. So if you guys like Orientals, these last two that I've done, I definitely think there's something to consider. Like if you just want an Oriental bomb, especially with this Turkish, the Katerini, which has a little different character, I can tell. I'm not an Oriental connoisseur. I used to love Orientals, but not so much anymore after COVID. But I do think this will meld better in probably 8 years. So it's going to be one of those I'm going to put in a jar in the back of the cellar and forget about it. And then maybe come back to it later. But yeah, other than that, I give Joie de Vivre. Let's see. Nicotine was mild. It did not bother me. And that tells you again, the Latakia is not that present, which for me, I know people are going to comment and say, oh, you're crazy. And I probably am, but my body chemistry, which is very weird. I will agree with you on this. My body chemistry can do very well with Virginia Burleys, two of the highest nicotine contents, varietals that they're out there. But you get an English blend going, and I usually get loopy, but I'm okay with this. So, and I've always thought that was possibly the Latakia, but it may be the Orientals. So, all right. Until next time, we will see you very soon on another Paladin Piper video. Take care, guys.